Everyone, it's Lisa and today is Thursday and we are going to do a little Q&A. I asked yesterday on my Instagram for you to ask me some questions and I looked at them for the first time this morning after I took Will to school. I was a little afraid because I didn't know if there was going to be any mean ones in there, and I was so wonderfully delighted and surprised that they were all so nice. So we're going to answer a lot of questions. But before we get started, I am partnering with Rodial again on a little collaboration. Several of their best-selling and some of my favorite products for a great discount. But it's the Vitamin C Cleanser, the Dragon's Blood Sculpting Gel, which is one of my all-time favorite Rodial product, the Vitamin C Energizing Sheet Mask, and the Blush Drops in Frosted Pink, which are beautiful, beautiful. And all of those are for $95, worth $225. And not only are we offering this special kit, but I'm going to have a code down below for 15% off of their website. Now you can't get the 15% off of this particular kit, but you can get it off of some of my other favorites like the Baby Teddy brush, like I want to try their tinted moisturizer. I saw Maria using that this morning. And one of the things I'm looking forward to so much is I believe at the end of this month, they are coming out with a bronzer lowlighter. So you know they have the peach and the banana lowlighter, which really isn't a concealer, but you use it in places that you have shadows. But it's going to have the wand like the banana lowlighter and the peach lowlighter. So lots of exciting things coming out. You'll get this bag, which is really nice, great for traveling. Like I said, you will get the Vitamin C Energizing Face Mask, Brighten and Renew, Instant Rejuvenating, Retexturizing, Illuminating Mask with Vitamin C, Vitamin B3, amino acids, and hyaluronic acid. I have been using the Vitamin C line eye cream and the face, it's kind of like a balm that you take off your makeup, but yet it's in a pump. It's so much better. And what I do is put some in my hand and then break up my makeup and then just get in the shower and wash my face. I have been loving those. And the eye cream is the only eye cream I think I have ever used that I can literally feel it tightening up under my eyes. I didn't even realize that it did that, but when I first got it, I opened it up and I just put some on. And then a little while later, I kind of felt it and I was like, oh my gosh, that's that eye cream. So I really love those too. So the mask, and then I brought out my sculpting gel just because I wanted you to see it. And I didn't want to mess this one up, but I love this. To me, this is one of the best features is that it comes out like this. And I wanted to show it to you because even though it's a sculpting gel, it isn't like a gel, but it's more like just a cream. And it just blends in. Oh my gosh, it's so good. It's like refreshing. And I think it helps your makeup kind of stick to it. I love it to use it as a primer. The blush drops. Now I put on lots of these blush drops today and I did not powder over them. So if it's too much shine and vibrancy for you, you could powder over them. I actually used these over my Estee Lauder Double Wear and my Laura Mercier powder. What I did is I put them on the back of my hand. I left it there so you could see, which not much is left on there. And I just bounced the round end of my beauty blender and then put them on, and they did not remove any of my foundation. They're beautiful. They also come in a color called Sunset, but I really think that the pink, I think it's called Pink Frost, no, Frosted Pink is the prettiest. And normally I go towards more coral tones, but this is just such a pretty color. I love it. I love it. So, oh, I brought mine up here to show you. So I didn't even have to really squeeze mine. Matter of fact, I ended up just putting a little bit on my face and just bouncing it out with the beauty blender because I really wanted you guys to see how pretty they are and how easy they blend. Just gorgeous. So pretty, like no need for a highlighter for sure. The Vitamin C Cleanser, which is one of their best rated, most loved cleanser. Brighten and renew with lactic acid, glycolic acid, and fruit acid complex. Like I always say, I think one of the most important things and one of the most overlooked with women is exfoliating, using these acids. Especially even if you're using retin A or a retinol cream, you need to have something to dissolve those bonds that are holding that old skin on, and that's when you get rid of all of that and your skin just looks so fresh. So thank you so much to Rodial for partnering with me on this little kit. I think you guys are going to love it, and since I have most of these products, I thought I would do a little giveaway. So if you will just leave a comment down below, and I will choose a winner. And I'll tell you the winner tomorrow in my Friday haul. We'll make it a really good one. You have to be one of my subscribers, and I will send you this little package as a gift from Rodial and I. I put it in there backwards, of course. And again, I will put that link down below for the discount, because now would be a great time for you to try any of their products. I really love her brushes too. The Baby Teddy brush is one of my favorites. Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty here. I'm going to answer as many as I can. What is your fitness routine, especially ab area? I lift weights every night, and I do the same routine I have done since my 20s. So that's what I do, and I have been walking a little bit, but I hope to walk more. Life update now, Brooke is grown up and will almost finish school. So Brooke is getting ready to move out, so that's been exciting. Will just got accepted to, not early college, but he is getting to take some college courses. This summer he's taken 2 courses, and they will count towards college and towards his senior year. So that's been exciting. He's been doing just so good, straight A's all year and growing up. And I had someone ask about him driving. That's another thing that we were thinking about maybe doing this summer, was driving school, but I told him I would really like to concentrate on getting through summer school. And then, you know, or just see how it's going to be. And then we'll go from there. But both of my kids were not eager to get their license. I don't know what it is. I was there. I remember, you know, my birthday is September 1st, and sometimes it's on Labor Day. When I turned 16, it was on Labor Day, so I had to wait till the next day. But I was there getting my license with my mom's Volvo wagon. I actually had a car, but it was a stick shift, and I wasn't used to driving a stick shift. So it took a while for me to get to drive to school and stuff, because I had to practice. My mom practiced with me, and I had a good friend named Robert that has passed away. He got in a boating accident, and he helped me too. So I got him right when I was 16, but you know, that was before you had phones and all of these other things to keep you, and the internet and everything else to keep you so entertained and connected with everyone. Just lost a lot of my hair due to post-COVID. Would you do a video on hair? I am so sorry. I cannot even imagine, and I feel like that's something that I really can't advise you on. I would go to the dermatologist. Brooke was having a period where she was losing a lot of hair. We went to the dermatologist, and she was low on iron. She actually has to take an iron supplement. I used to have to take an iron supplement until I got on carnivore, and then my iron level went up. So I would definitely go get some blood work, and that would be my advice, but I am not an expert for sure. Okay, how can you afford to buy so much stuff, whether it's designer bags, shoes, and more? Well, when people ask me this, I just think they have to be watching other people's channels, because if you do, you will see that I do not buy half of the designer bags and designer shoes. I don't have a closet the size of a room full of Chanel bags and stuff like that. So I just don't go crazy. I do, you know, live a good life. And another thing is, I'm older. I'm 51. I could not have afforded these things at definitely not 21, definitely not 31, and probably not 41. But if you make the right decisions, like John and I did, then when you get to be my age, you will have some money to, some people like to travel. We're not really travelers. Some people like to buy new houses, every 5 years. We never did that. We built a house, we raised our children, and we just bought this house, and we'll probably end up here. And we have zero debt. We do not have any credit cards. We do not owe anything. So I guess that's my answer is, we just made good decisions leading up to now, and I don't really think that I spend more than anyone else here on YouTube. I think that I show you everything I buy, and I think that's always been the difference. I think if everyone else showed you everything they bought, it would be different. Okay, so tips on staying in your feminine energy. That is such a fabulous subject completely, because I value my feminine energy. I love it. So it comes natural for me because I am such a girl, and I'm not even, I don't know, when I think of, like, even with perfumes and stuff, when people say, this is for those girly girls, this is for those, and I just think, I don't even really consider myself a girly girl. I really feel like a true woman. I'm never really trying to be prissier or younger or anything that I am, but it is very natural in me to be nurturing. I love children. I love children. I don't know, when I see a child, I can just tell that they know I love children. We connect, we have eye contact, even babies. And so I think that is a part of my feminine energy. I am very attracted to masculinity with men. I think it's because I grew up with such a mom with a very serious feminine energy. She is like a Persian kitten or Persian cat girl. She's just soft and feminine and yet strong, and she's just like the ideal feminine figure. And then I grew up with very, very dominant masculine men. And what has kind of helped me be able to embrace that and just love it and enjoy it is John was raised the same way. He was raised with a mom with very good, strong, feminine energy. She always had her hair done, her nails done. She always wore dresses or skirts. And but yet she was very strong and nurturing. And his dad, a Marine, was very dominant. He ran the family, but they had great respect for each other. They were a unit. They were Christians. And I think that is a really big bonus for our marriage, is our appreciation, my appreciation for his masculine energy, and I do what it takes to preserve that. I do not ever try to squash that masculine energy, even if it gets on my nerves. And when I feel myself wanting to be more dominant or assert myself more, I really kind of rein it in sometimes, because I try to think, is this really me? Is this really my character? Is this really how I feel? Is this really who I am? And a lot of times, whatever I'm feeling at that moment, I will realize I don't really feel that way. And I just love being a woman. So that is my answer on that. Okay, do you miss your old house? Oh my gosh, that is such a good question. My dad just asked me Sunday, had I ridden by there? The last time I rode by there is when I accidentally ordered, what did I order? Oh, it was that mirror. I ordered that mirror, and it, Wayfair still had my old address. So I had to meet the guys there, John and I both did, to get the mirror. And so we had to meet at my old house. And I do have a strong connection, and I could get sad. But I love my house that we're in now so much. And the cherry on top is when I saw a big pink bow on the mailbox. And I called her, I'm getting chills. I called her when we left that day and I told her, I said, I saw a big pink bow on your mailbox. I said, I'm hoping that means you had a baby. And I am just so happy for you and to know that there is going to be another baby in that house. And so she messaged me back and said, indeed, she had a baby girl. And that made me so happy. And that just kind of sealed the deal, because I feel like that house is meant for children. It has a fabulous backyard, a fabulous back porch. It's a fabulous one-road neighborhood, doesn't have a lot of traffic. The kids, I mean, they used to have the best time just running up and down the road, so that keeps me from not feeling that way. I just started thinking I need to be shorter with these. No question, just thank you for all the hard work you put in your videos. Thank you so much, Mary. What are you loving most about your new home and miss the most about your old home? What I love most about this home is being able to see the ocean and just feeling it. It's always breezy and windy here, and just the horizon, and it's just, I love it, love it. I love it being new. I love everything being new and clean and fresh, no clutter. Let's see. Okay, I can tell you something I miss about my old home is the lighting. I had great lighting to do, my videos at that front dining room table, and I loved the lighting in my driveway because we had those trees that kind of went over the long driveway, and so I could take great car selfies, I could take good outfit of the day pictures, and I do miss that kind of dappled lighting. But, like I said, I love this house so much. Okay, how do you keep it spicy after all these years with John? Feminine energy, respect. Your bedroom relationship, that work goes on all day, all day. And I really, when I think he looks good, I tell him. When I think he is fabulous, I tell him. He just went out of town all last week on a golf trip. I told him every day how much I missed him. Just how I missed him doing this, this, and this. I missed my best friend. I missed him. And I never, ever try, or even, I just really am careful not to ever bruise his ego. And I always tell him how good looking he is, how fabulous he is. And he does the same for me. We have the ultimate respect for each other. Sometimes I'll just get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and I'll hear him say, everything okay? And I'm like, yeah, I just had to go to the bathroom. Okay, love you, babe. Just always trying to be kind to each other, I would say, is the main thing. And respecting his masculine energy for sure. Okay, most common fight, bicker with John. Okay, we don't ever have big fights. I don't think we've ever had a fight that lasted overnight or anything. But the last bicker was when we were bickering over the garage, over him asking me when I was going to be able to help him. Sometimes, we're just on different pages at different times. Like if he'd asked me that same question at dinner, I would have been totally different. But a lot of times he is concerned with something when I am doing something else. It's kind of like we just might not be on the same page about something, or sometimes we might have, like if one of our children does something, it always happens, and it's one or the other of us. One of us will be mad and the other one kind of defends the kid. And it could be either kid, and it could be either one of us defending or getting mad. That would be, and those aren't even bickers, but they might be a little two-word back and forth or something. And then we say, you're right, Okay, do you have any regrets from parenting Will and Brooke? I'm a mom of 1 and 4. Not any big regrets, because I feel like do the best you can, and when you know better, do better. Brooke had a rough time in middle school. She was just kind of, just angsty, and has always hated school, always. So, when they get in middle school, the hormones are raging and the girls can be kind of mean. And that was, a lot of even my haters were like messaging her and picking on her. on Instagram and stuff, and it was just like a dark time. It was just a dark time because she was sad and angsty, and I wish, and I did come to grips with this in the nick of time, but respect that. Respect their feelings. And no matter how young they are and how silly you think that thing that they are freaked out about is, it's not to them. So I, in life, have had to learn that. Even now, if someone is upset about something or they think something is a big deal, even if I would not consider that a big deal or I don't consider it a big deal for them, respect the fact that they do and take them serious and give them your respect. So that would probably be my biggest thing. And okay, you know when kids get in 3rd grade, that is when they start that testing. And I mean, teachers act like it is very serious. At least they did with Brooke when she got in 3rd grade. So when Will was in 2nd grade, I had those memories of all that testing in 3rd grade. And Will was immature at that age. He was immature, like some boys are. So I fought to hold him back in 2nd grade. I had to go to the school board. I had to go to the principal. I didn't realize they did not really want you to hold your kids back. And I heard it's because then your kid gets another year of school that they have to pay for. Of course, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just thinking I wanted him to be on top of things in 3rd grade. I 50% regret that. 50%, because he is a straight A student now. He's just very intelligent, but he's older and he hates it. He hates that I held him back. So I don't really know if I regret that, but I don't know. But you know what? Do the best you can, and then when you know better, do better. So, okay, something helpful you wish you knew during your divorce. I'm just about to start the process. I have a very, very, very special place in my heart for women going through divorce because I have never been that sad. I have never been that sad. Continually, you know what I mean? Day after day after day after day. But I'll tell you this though, I was just that sad during the marriage. It was just a sad, bad time. And I think that what helped me the most was my mom telling me I did not have to stop loving him ever. I did not ever have to stop loving him to love someone else, because you love each person different. Because I was really hung up on that life that I had already planned out. And I was probably more in love with that, with what I had felt like I had started more than, and I didn't want to be divorced because I don't have a lot of divorce in my family. But wow, you know, I wouldn't be right here. I have the most magnificent, fabulous, rewarding life, and I would not have this life if I had stayed married and I hadn't learned from that first marriage. So I would just say it will get better. Get excited. Think about that better life that you're going to have and get excited about it. Think about those things that were bad and hard for you in that marriage and just be excited that they're never going to happen again. I'm telling you from my experience. And spend some time with yourself. Do those things that you never got a chance to do before you got married. Camera just cut off, so I must have been recording a long time. But just know that happy times are ahead. And this too shall pass. And you just have no idea what is waiting for you. I mean, it's so good. Okay, which supplements are you taking? The exact same ones that I have been taking, and I think I have a video on that. If I can find it, I'll put it down below. How is your closet coming? That's such a good question. It's done, but has nothing in it. I will put some pictures up here because I'm sure you can relate. I have to do this before I do this. I have to do this before I can do this. And then once I get that done, then I can start loading stuff in my closet. I just have some things I need to do before I get there, and it's going to take about 2 or 3 days. So I may take Monday off. I'm not sure, but I'm going to work on it this weekend. So if you don't see me on Monday, that's what I'm doing, is it's because it's a little bit of cleaning some stuff out of the bottom 2 closets and then taking some stuff to a friend, to the resale shop, and to Goodwill, and then going from there. What is your very favorite everyday perfume? I'm going to have to hold out on that one because you guys, I have found some good ones. Some good ones. And I can't wait to share them with you. Would your mom ever do a video with you? I think I'm going to end on this one because this is something I get asked all the time. And I understand. I understand why you want to see her. So I'm going to take my time and explain it. First of all, I am like my dad. My brother is more like my mom. My brother and my mom never have pictures taken. They aren't on any social media. They are very subdued, calm, just calm people. And then I'm more like my dad, and we're more out there, and we're more, you know, I don't know, probably a little bit more social, or I don't know how to say that, but just a little bit more out there. She would be mortified. She would be mortified to have to be on a video. But even if she would, I probably wouldn't do it because you guys just don't see the messages, mean, hateful messages I get about my husband, my children, my cats, my house. I mean, everything. And it's no big deal. You know what I mean? It's like, the big deal to me is, I don't care how much someone talks about me. Just doesn't really matter because it is what it is, you know? But I don't enjoy people talking about the people I love. And do not think for 1 minute that they wouldn't. And even people that are not haters, I can just see, this would be a typical comment that I can just see happening. And they wouldn't think, you know, a lot of people will think, oh, it's not a hater comment. It would be something like, oh, Lisa, your mom's nothing like I pictured her. I pictured her to be younger looking, but she's still beautiful. It would be something like that. People think if they start off with a compliment, they can insult you. I call it an insult sandwich. They can insult you to death in the middle, and then at the end it's love you, girl. And they think that that's not rude. And I just know that would happen. And I'm telling you what, I'm not going to let it happen to my mom. So that is the reason. So, and I'm sure if you think about it, if you think about people talking bad and criticizing your mom, you would feel the same way. So that's a lot of the reason too. I don't have my family. I started out, you know, with Will in the back, and then I started getting comments about all I did was let him watch TV, you know, and so I learned kind of from the beginning that I really didn't want my family, you know, involved that much. So, okay, so now let's do an outfit of the day. And I have on a Walmart dress. I ordered a couple of more colors of that one that you guys saw in my video, which I will post down below. Let me put my heels on. And I could not resist getting the black one. So this is the little black dress from Walmart, my Bottega Veneta heels. I felt like if I was going to do a Rodial video, I had to have my Bottegas on. And I'm going to switch into this bag today. I think this is so spring summer, even though it's the black, and that's why I didn't feel good using it in the wintertime. So I'm anxious to change into this today. I'm just going to stand here, and for accessories, I have on my favorite earrings, these large knockout studs. I have on the Dean Davidson ring, my watch, and I have loved this. To me, this necklace is just so pretty. And it's the Dean Davidson birthstone necklace. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.